Hi all, I tried a new position. Just need to check some stuff. That's why I came on earlier. Let's see if it's good enough. I think it's good enough. I changed where I am sitting. Currently sitting over here so that you can see my tree and the tree is not coming out of my head. Yes. And I am tired today, so we're gonna take it slow, easy. Anyone who's here, you can totally shout out. I'd love to chat if you want. If you're here to listen, that's cool too. Welcome. I want to start off by saying I'm trying to find an intro I would like, a new intro and outro. I don't know. I haven't decided. My brain hurts. I guess I'll just say like, follow. I don't know what to say, to be honest, and I don't care. It's. I did want to talk about my book. The pre-order is out, and it's a romance fantasy book, and I wanted to dive into that first because it's really important to me. Let's see, where do I start? It's a romance fantasy book about a nymph and a vampire. Okay. I was looking, my friend was saying that there's this thing called smut. Smut is basically like 50 Shades of Grey. And basically, the story is not really important, and it's all about the sex. And I want to say that my book is spicy. There's a difference. So spicy means that there's sex, but there's a story. There's like trauma healing and emotional growth, and I think it's more captivating. I think something about there's something gratifying about stories that are just erotic. Fine, sure. There's a purpose for that, for sure. But I like my story because it's engaging. I hope it teaches people about life or like different philosophies and seeing that everyone grows. And it's like, I hope it can be very compelling. So that's why I wrote it. Actually, I wrote it because I was running out of fantasy romance. If you guys don't know, Libby is a online app that's free that you can buy, or you can basically have your library, your public library. You link it with your public library card, and then it will have all the library, like ebooks and Audible books there, and then you can just check it out, and then it returns on its own. It's like so convenient. I love Libby. So I was on Libby, obsessed with romance fantasy novels. I know it's hype, but I don't know where that came from because I don't have social media, and I didn't know it was hype at the time. I just started reading one thing. I think I was reading Bride, which is a werewolf vampire love thing, and then I got hooked, and then I could not stop reading. And then eventually there was no more books to rent out at Libby, in Libby. So then I was like, let's write a book. Why not? Let's enjoy our lives and try. And I had so much fun writing it. I think I was obsessed. I was manic. I have a thumb injury from like texting the whole time. My husband was saying, who are you texting? While I was like going at it. And then I was like, I'm writing a book. But now I do voice dictation because that's just easier on my thumbs. I can't believe it. I still kind of have the thumb injury, but do you guys have thumb injuries from texting too much? It's crazy. We live in a weird world where socializing is different. It's not like it used to be. Like I heard that there's no more sleepovers. It's so sad. I didn't get to sleep over, and I wanted to give my daughter that, but I don't think there's that anymore. I don't know. I have no idea. I know it's going to suck if she doesn't have a smartphone. I also think it's important to have a smartphone. So I'm going to give her a brick phone. Make it really hard for her to have social media and kind of hard for her to make friends. But I would give her tips on how to engage people, how to be more engaging than your phone. Ooh, that's a great one. I think that would, how can you be more engaging than someone else's phone? Because they're always on their phone, right? And then I watch these 13-year-olds parallel play with their friends, and they're like, we're hanging out, but really they're just on their phone next to each other. It's different times, man. I think it's a little more lonely too. I look at boomers, and they still call each other. I have a neighbor that I hang out with. He's pretty cool. Me and my daughter come over and it's fun. He's really nice. And his cable went out, and he was upset, which is fair. And then he called his friend and asked if his cable was out. And I was like, oh my God, like just because. And I couldn't imagine how you can just call people because of this one little thing. But I feel like that's like, there's so many instances in your life where you want to connect on a day-to-day basis, but no one's around. And we would never call anyone. You just be irritated and let it go. But I don't know. There's something beautiful about suffering with other people. I'm a huge believer in misery loves company. It's so toxic, but I'm like, If I'm sad, I like if you were sad too. If you're gonna bring me your happiness, I'll be like, good for you for being happy, but fuck you too. That's my little toxicity thing. Anyways, let's go back to the book. Let's see, what themes are important to you? The themes of the book is called Bloodlust. Sorry, His Mates Her War. Again, it's in pre-order, and I'm only doing all of this. This is all new to me, okay? I used to suck at business. I had a failed business, super fail, but that's okay. I learned so much from it. But at the time, it was shameful, demoralizing, all the things. I felt like it was the first time I've ever failed at anything, and it was rough. It made me spiral into like paralysis. I didn't do anything. I had perfectionism paralysis. Anyways, so I never thought of myself as a good business owner, or I'm not good at marketing either. I mean, but ChatGPT is my guide. He is my life coach, and he tells me what to do and helps me through it. So then I have a big thing about money is evil. It's my biggest thing. One of my biggest things. My mom was a monk growing up. I know I turned out like this. She would be so ashamed back. She's so ashamed of me. Whatever, I don't care. Anyways, she always told me money was evil, and she always gave it away. And she didn't have a job, so it was really hard for me to be in the workforce or like make this book. It was easy for me to make this book because can be creative. It's hard for me to sell this, but ChatGPT is helping me go through my money trauma. It's called money trauma when you have some kind of toxicity with money. And I'm working through it with him. So we're doing this together. So this is my marketing ploy. But I just want to talk about how it's amazing, okay? No one has to buy it if no one's interested in romance fantasy. I'm a big believer in, I don't need you to support me. I want you to enjoy the book. If you enjoy, like if you're here and you enjoy my Twitch, it doesn't have to correlate with you buying my shit. Okay, cool. Next thing. So themes of the book. I guess choice is a big thing because it's about fated mates and prophecies, and they both want control over their lives. They both want to be able to choose. And I thought it was a good theme because I was like, everyone likes fated mates, and I like them too. I think there's something so simplistic about like soulmates and finding the one and like loving them and knowing they're the one. It's just so fantasy, and it's not reality. I don't think it's reality, but it's nice to read in a fantasy novel. So then there's choice in it. Choice. And then there's also, I think a big thing in romance novels is that the man is always shoving down their niceness, it's like shoving it down your throat. It's like niceness, or their chivalry, or their protectiveness over you, or their jealousy over you, or like they say, I want you. So like even if you don't want them, they like continue to want you. It's like a big thing in romance. It's supposed to be very like romantic. And I address that actually. So parts of it's like he tries to come after her and like love her in a very forceful way. And then I talk about how love is not like that. Hi, Deaf King, you've made it. How are you? And yeah, so while you're chatting away, what was I saying? Oh, she says that you can do all those nice things, but you cannot expect me to love you back. You're supposed to do those things freely because you love me. That's it. Not because I will choose you back. And then hope that I would. I think that's like a big theme in love. I think that's a big theme in any relationship, actually. Like I want to give to my friends because I want to. I cannot expect them to be expect them to give as much as I give. I can't expect them to give the same way I give. I can't expect them to, I shouldn't have any expectations in a relationship. I should give because I want to. And if they want to give back, then great. And we're like good. But if they don't want to give back, then I can reevaluate how much time and effort and energy I want into that relationship. Yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm just trying to find a good angle for this. And also the lighting's a little off. A little. How was your weekend? I've been like chatting with you all. Have you been listening to, have you been listening to Mr. Forgettable's music or my music? Did you like any of it? What kind of music do you like? Let's see. I guess I'm done. I could chill with you now because I feel like I've talked enough about certain things about the book. Maybe I'll try again in like every 10 minutes from the start of my Twitch, or maybe 5 minutes. I'll just do one question about why I wrote the book, why I like the book, what are themes about the book, etc. So I'll try that. Oh, Punjabi music. I actually don't know any. Could you send me something? That would be great. Send me one of your favorites or one of your current favorites. That'd be fun. I want to listen. I feel like Twitch is making me so much more cultured. I appreciate that because I don't think I'm as worldly, you know. And also, I can't believe you live in LA. Me too. It's a small world, isn't it? When are you coming back? Ooh, while you're talking, I will say some stuff that I've always wanted to say that I jot down. I jot down a lot of notes and my thoughts about emotional intelligence and how to be, you know, just my little thoughts. So I think there's a lot of shame that comes around parental pain. It's like you cannot talk about your pain. And I understand where it comes from. A lot of it comes from, well, one, there's a lot of shame, there's a lot of things, there's a lot of dynamics, but like one, sometimes your mom was very shameful and she never talked about it to anyone else. And then so she talked about it with you. She talked to you about her pain. And of course, sometimes too, parents will blame you for their parental pain, which is why a lot of people get defensive in the first place because they feel like they're kids again or they project their own feeling like they were at fault onto your kid because you're talking about your pain. Okay, one, I hope people learn that just because I'm talking about pain doesn't mean that I blame my kid. Those two do not have to be correlated. I could still be in pain because I choose to love her in a very devoted kind of way. And she did not do anything. It was my choice to love her. So I think that's the healthier way. I know some people have a hard time with this, the blame game. Sometimes people have a hard time with this. Like if you are a parent and sometimes you do subconsciously blame your kid. But that also comes from your parents blaming you. So if this helps you feel better and like disassociate the two, your pain and blame, I would start journaling about why it was not okay that your parents blamed you. I wouldn't even think about your child. I wouldn't even talk about your child because now it's all about you and why you blame your kid. And it's because your parents blamed you and you believed them. So I think you would have to start journaling and defending yourself. Think of moments where you were blamed and you believed them because you were young and you didn't know any better, and then defend yourself finally, being like, that was not okay. I didn't mean to do that. I was just a kid. I deserved way more love, things like that. I think that would help you disassociate that your kid also, because it's a mirror, right? You only treat your kid poorly because you treat yourself poorly. And so now it's time for you to treat yourself better, I think. So that's my little 2 cents on blame. And I think we should normalize the fact that parents are in a lot of pain. I think that would help us vent, take away some of that pain, be better parents without blaming your kid. Like, I don't mind telling my kid all the time that I choose to be more tired. I choose to do more research. I choose to be more present with you, even if it's exhausting, because I love you, and you do not have to feel bad about it. It was my choice, because it is my choice, right? In the end, it's my choice to be a better parent. So why would I blame my kid? If I don't want to be, if I'm tired, then you should take a break. That's your choice too. Like, you choose to take a break. So don't put it on your kid. Okay, moving on. I shared my 2 favorite. Oh, on Discord? Did you share it on Discord? Oh, yes, I see that. Sorry, I wasn't on. I was working this whole day. I can't wait. Should I listen to it now? I feel like that's not going to help. I will listen to it after, I promise. How's your day going? Are you only in India for vacation? Are you coming back soon? I was asking. Do you miss seeing your family? Because your sister lives in India, right? Or did she just have her wedding in India? And they're actually from America. Yay, I hope you come back soon. That's exciting. Do your parents still live in India? Sorry, now I'm reading questions. Oh, tired. Yes, coming back. Oh, so your parents live in India? Do you like seeing them? Or do you feel like sometimes it's a little complicated? Like, you like seeing them, you miss them, but you also, sometimes they bring back stuff from the past. I don't share my channel right. What do you mean you don't share your channel right? Oh, you miss them. That's nice. I'm sorry you're gonna leave them soon, but I'm sure you miss your routine at home too. I hope they're not like too old. I hope they, you worried about their health? Cause you're 30, right? Yeah, do you worry about their health? Or are they healthy? They take good care of themselves? Or do you think like sometimes you get really mad because they don't take how you type it. Unless you have something you want to talk about, that's cool too. I would love to like segue into what you want to talk about. But while you're typing, I am going to say, recently I've been so tired and I want to honor that, you know? I don't want to be like pushing myself forward. That's why I was telling Mr. Forgettable on Discord that he didn't have to go to the gym. And I don't think he is lazy. You know, most, if anything, I think there shouldn't even be a word called lazy. I think sometimes you're lazy because you're paralyzed, because you're depressed, because you have mental health issues. Sometimes you're lazy because of what your parents taught you, that you deserve to not work, that I will work so hard that you don't have to work, you know, whatever. And then you're lost because you don't have the grit. It's not really anyone's fault, but I think it's not okay to call everyone or yourself lazy. I think everyone deserves rest. I think if anything, we need to learn to be a little bit more lazy. Yeah. So anyways, my mind, I'm not lazy, right? So then my mind and my body are fighting. I feel like they want to get divorced. So I was thinking about it. I was like, they need to go to marriage counseling. What would it look like if they did go to marriage? Ooh, I will stop there for now and then read what you're saying. Death King Live says, I think share my channel link, right? Oh, okay. You can share your channel link. I don't know. I never share my channel. I never work life. What do you mean you never work? You said you work a lot. Anyway, don't you work out like 4 hours a day? So anyways, so your body and your mind are going to therapy because they do not see eye to eye. They're not listening to each other. And then I was shitting on my brain because I was like judging it for always taking over and always not listening to our body. But then I was like, okay, in the journal entry that I'm going to do, not every day, but like every few days, it would be like, why is your mind acting like that? What is it feeling? So my mind is feeling not worthy. My mind is feeling fear. My mind is feeling like if I don't do, I won't be enough. And then what is your body feeling? So my body is feeling tired as shit. Brain is fried. Yeah, I can't think as good. Cognitively not there. Not enjoying life. Pressure. Yeah, it's a pressure. Lots of stress. Yes. And then I was thinking, okay, then what does my mind need to feel better, to feel more at ease? So that would be like starting to convince myself that I am lovable, that I need to go to therapy and stuff like that. And also, how can I be productive and effective in a way that isn't going to ruin me? That's what my mind cares about too. It is meaningful to me to do this work. So then I would have to use my mind to think of more effective ways instead of doing all this, just working. Sometimes that's not as effective. You should just do what's effective. So I'm going to work on doing that. And then the last question was back to my body. It would be, how can I systematically take a fucking break? How can I systematically do less, basically? So anyways, that was my little bit about going to marriage counseling with your body and your mind, because I bet they're not listening to each other. I bet you 100%, I bet 99% of the world people's body and mind are not listening to each other. So hope that helped. Let me show you my YouTube. Oh, okay. If you want to, I would love that. I'd love to follow you. You know, I'm so excited for your movie, to be honest. Like, I don't know what it's really about, but I'm excited. I want to be there. I want to support you. Oh, thank you for sharing. I will follow you. Subscribe. Oh, you know what? You should see mine. Mine's is basically this anyways, at this point. I think my channel is on the About page if you want to check it out, but it has a lot of stuff from back in the day, and a little embarrassing, but it's fine. It's me doing me. Oh, this is you and your brother's channel? That's cool. Do you Twitch too? Do you live stream too? I think you do, huh? Because I think there's like a GTA 5 special series. Is that live streaming? No? Are these your animations and your movie samples? I'd love to check it out. Maybe after my live stream. Ooh, that dog one. Ooh. Which one do you think is your favorite YouTube video that you put out? If you want to send me that one, I'd love to watch it. What's a GTA? I don't do games. I wish I did, but I do not do games. I don't wish I do. It's not my hobby. So, but it's cool that it's your hobby, you know? It's nice that you do stuff with your brother. Seems like you guys are close. I don't really talk to my brothers. I have 3 brothers and 1 sister. I don't talk to any of them. I wish I did, but I also don't wish I did. And just, yeah. But it's nice to see that your family seems very close. you care about your sister. You like do some fun stuff with your brother. It's nice. It's a very lovely thing. I hope you appreciate it. It's cool if you don't, but lots of people don't have that. That's all I'm saying. Most people don't have that. I think about family life, and it's very rare for a family to be from a good-ish family. Not to be a perfect family, but a good-ish family. And I didn't come from a good-ish family, but I'm just like every other, it's a majority. I'm not like special for being sadder or coming from a more terrible family. But I'm just saying, maybe it's because I have a kid and my kid has an amazing life, which I work very hard for her to have. I want her to have this amazing life. I really do. She deserves it just like I didn't get it. So that has really, but still, I wonder if there's something beautiful about the bad journey I went on. Because then you feel like more appreciative of your life. You feel more appreciative that there's calm or peace or joy or connection or love, versus like if you came from all that and you already had that, it'd be harder for you to feel appreciative of it. I don't know. Or that's why I think. I don't know for sure. I guess I'll have to ask her when she... Oh, thank you for sharing. Yes, I will watch it after. I promise. I'll do it while I'm like figuring out, editing my videos. Do you get to see your friends in India now that you're back? It must be nice. Do you go back regularly or do you rarely go back? What was I gonna... Oh, I had a really funny joke about getting older. So I'm gonna turn 34 on the 18th and I don't care. At this point, I used to care. When I just turned 30, maybe 32, 31, I cared, okay? I was going through a phase where I was like, I miss my 20s. I miss having the energy to work out, like do P90X. And now my workout is like the warm-up for P90X. And that's it. But I used to be able to like P90X. I used to be able to swim more. You know, like my energy is really depreciated, which is fine. I mean, not really, but it's fine. And I went through a little bit of a growing, resisting phase. I think everyone goes through that phase. And I'm scared of wrinkles. I care a lot more about my skincare. My husband and I were talking about how our friends are balding, or some of them have erectile dysfunction. My IBS is flaring up, which, if you don't know what IBS is irritable bowel syndrome. Yes, I think I've mentioned that before. I have IBS-D, which is diarrhea. So gross. I don't care, whatever. And I guess I'm trying to say, because I feel like Zennials make fun of millennials all the time, calling us boomers. I want to say that the IBS is coming for you. The wrinkles are coming for you. You know, you can't be young forever. You think you can, but it's not going to happen. And I wanted to say that balding is coming for you. And if it's not coming for you, it's coming for your friends. And so is erectile dysfunction. You're not special, you know? It came for us, and it's going to come for you. Sorry, that was my little thing. I thought that was funny when I thought of it. You think I look like I'm 22? You know what it is? Or 21? You know what it is? It is because this is a lower definition camera. I did that on purpose. No 4K cameras for me, you know, only low resolution. I don't know. I think if you saw me in person, you would. People say that I look like I'm 25, but I think we're also Asian. Like, you're Indian, right? So you're not going to age either. It's the blessed thing, because I feel like, you know, white people have white privilege, so that's great, but then they age very quickly. That's like some kind of evening out kind of thing, because I don't think minorities age very quickly, and I'm thankful. I'm still, and even if I look like this, it doesn't matter, because my life is still over. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. It's like, when I was 25, I got to go out. I got to drink a lot. I got to, you know, whatever, like socialize and make a lot of friends. Nowadays, I make friends, but it's like my mom friends, or like I might not like this mom, but my kid likes this mom, or like I like this mom, but I hate their kid. It's not the same as when I was younger, you know? Even if you look the same, you're not the same. That chapter, I don't know. When you're in your 30s, it's like, even if I try to go out to party, I will always still feel like I have way more experience than these other people. How do you feel? Because you're 32. Do you feel like you're sad to be 30? Do you feel like you're going through a resisting phase too? It's very common, and no shame, because, I mean, I did the same. I come to USA, my best friend come pick me up, 30, 40 cars, first time. What do you mean first time? Oh, the first time you came to the United States, he picked you up in 30 or 40 cars? Why would he even need 30 or 40 cars to pick you up? I feel like that's very redundant. It's like people are driving 39 cars and then you get in one of them. Or maybe he was just showing off. What do you think? You think he was just showing off? It might be better if you got like 30 or 40 girls, like hot women with you. I don't know. I would be more impressed. If my best friend came to pick me up for the first time in America and they came with 30 or 40 cars, I'd be like, it's all right. But if they came with girls, you know, hot mamas, then I'd be like, that's where it's at. I mean, if I was a guy too. I don't think it works very well for... Oh, full security. Wow. Oh, man. That sounds cool. It also sounds a little scary, or that's how I feel. Like, I kind of like the idea of... I thought about if I'd ever be famous one day, you know. Hopefully I don't... part of me wants to be successful for sure, but I don't know if I do really love the idea of becoming famous, because I don't want to be able... I want to be able to run at a park, or like go out with my kid and go for a walk, or not care, basically, and not be seen. Like, sometimes I just want to go with the flow too, and not be seen, you know? I don't know. I was scared. Yes, I see that. See? That is a little scary. Why do you need so much protection, you know? But you know what? I mean, America's not very safe these days anyways. But still, like, I think like 30 to 40 security cars sounds like you're not safe all the time. That sucks. But like, America's not safe anyways. I mean, I worry about my kid going to elementary school. She's starting this year. And, you know, like, guns kill kids once a week at school, and I'm terrified. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do. I'm sad about the state of the world. I mean, you know, I told you on Discord when I was like super sad yesterday. At least you have security cars. I mean, if America's gonna get more and more unsafe anyways, at least you have people around you. The security treats you like king. How does that feel when you're being treated like a king? Tell me. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Is a part of you kind of wishing you could find someone that's like your equal? Is that feeling? Or do you like it? And how do you treat these people? Do you treat them poorly? Do you like treat your, like, when they do something, they fuck up, do you yell at them? Or are you kind to them? Does the power get to your head? Oh, you like it. I mean, what is there not to like? I feel like if I was being treated like a queen, I might like it too, but I must feel like there must be something. I don't know if I would love it. I don't want to feel like I'm above other people. I already have an inferiority, superiority. I want to, yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. So you do treat them well. It's good. So you're looking for love. Who's dead? Who's dead? Your best friend is dead? Oh, I'm so sorry. When did he die? How does it make you feel? I'm so sorry for your loss. Is that why you showed us pictures of him on Discord? You must really miss him. He sounds amazing when you were talking about it. Let me see if I find the photo. 2 years ago, huh? Was it the mafia stuff? Oh, Death King, I feel for you. It can't be easy. He was your friend since you were young. I remember the picture. I can't find the picture, but I remember the picture. I'm so sorry. That must be incredibly hard. You talked about having friends. You asked us if we have friends offline. I wonder, do you have any other friends other than your best friend? It's hard to trust people, I'm sure, in your profession, but do you have any other friends? If you don't, then it must have been extremely tragic when he died. Death King said he gave me everything what I am. So he made you who you are, right? It's very beautiful. You know, I mean, I think he died way too young. I'm not going to say, like, mumble shumble about, like... But I do want to say, it's not like his life was not meaningful. The fact that he reached you and connected with you, loved you, showed you that love, and then you became who you are because of what he did and his life with his companionship. I don't know if it would help you think of it like that, but at least he did something very impactful, at least to you, you know? And I hope in his next life, or if he's in heaven, whatever you believe, that he knows that, because like the way you're talking about him is so sincere and loving, and sometimes I think about my own death too. I think about it a lot. I think about death a lot. And I think even if you lived a short life, as long as it was meaningful to somebody, as long as it was impactful, it doesn't even have to be a person. You have a dog that you really care of, or like you love gardening and, you know, like if there was something meaningful in life, It's beautiful. Or a friendship, like you know, he made a great friend. He was a good friend to you. So it's still very tragic that he died very young. He must have been 28 when he died, right? I assume he's the same age as you. Still young. Oh, his family was already dead. You're his family. You know, if that helps you too, I feel like you made a very impact contribution to his life too. If he had no family, I get that feeling. Actually. I mean, like I said, I came from a really bad family, even though I lived with them and I technically had a family. I like went to my best friend's house every day. Any chance I could, I would be at because they were my family and they still are my family. I don't know if you know how meaningful, but I'm telling you, my best friend's family was so impactful to my life. I would not be who I am without them. And maybe you did the same thing with your friend. Death King Live says, I'm talking about him, which is in that pic. Yes, I know. Yes, the picture. I remember the 2 pictures you sent. Wait, sorry. You're not talking about him? You're not talking about the same guy as the guy in the picture? Oh, my bad. At least you have more than one friend. It's good. So the guy in the picture is alive then, right? I think it was in Fun Reduced. Oh, no. I can't find the picture. Oh, 2 different people. I see. Either way, I mean, if we want to talk about your friend who passed away, it was a beautiful thing that you took him in. He had no family. Like, I don't think he'd be as successful or he wouldn't be who he was without your help. He would probably be worse off. Still, it's very tragic. My heart goes out to you guys. Death is never easy. Do you feel really sad he left early? Or are you grateful for the time you had together? Okay, I don't think there's a wrong answer, you know? It's just sometimes you're in a different phase and valid to have different answers at different I wonder if you made peace with it, basically. And it's totally okay to talk about it. Like, the more you talk about pain, the more you've seen, heard, and you grieve. It's more courageous than pretending that you don't feel any pain. Death King Live says, but his sister is alive and we are like family. I'm glad that you took them in and that you're still connected to his sister. It's like you guys were very, very close. This makes me think. Do you believe it is better to love and loss or never loved at all? I think about this especially when I'm in so much pain. Say right after I lose somebody or right after something tragic happens, I wonder about that question a lot. Is it better to love and loss than never loved at all? What do you think? I would say my answer would be, even though it's incredibly painful to love and the loss is incredibly painful. I think about it too because I'm like, there's years and years of love and joy and all that stuff. But because love and joy and happiness do not stick, they don't stick in your mind. Like the loss part feels so, it's like Velcro, right? It stays in your mind. It's like engraved in your mind. You don't appreciate the happy times. It breezes by, it like flies by you. But when you're in a tragic moment, it's like time is molasses and takes so long and it's always painful. And when you think back about it, it's painful. So sometimes I'm actually on the other side and I think it's better not to have loved and lost. It's so much better to just have not loved at all. But obviously I don't really live that way. I don't think I could ever not connect with people and animals and plants and, you know, be all hippy dippy. I can't. I'm just wired that way. But I sometimes think it's much better to have shielded my heart. Death King Live says, I never went to his grave. He tell me never grave because he will die if grave. Or I will, because I will die if I see. Do you think you would die? Hard not to be in so much that we think about our own death, like suicidal ideation. Imagine how like grave, because that sounds so hard. Life sounds like it is full of sadness. Like I mentioned before, like have a trail of blood. I think you have a very full life, though. I wouldn't say that it's only sadness. I think it's full of sadness and joy. Look at you trying to connect online right now. Talk to Discord and with Mr. Frugal. We are all here for you. And look at your YouTube channel. Like the fact that you have passion still, the fact that you want these, and you do it, the fact that you're there for your sister and your brother. Those are really beautiful things. And it's also full with, can't imagine. You have a very full life. Are you Buddhist? I'm Buddhist. And I think, you know, if you don't know, Buddha's first law or whatever is life is suffering. And I used to think that was a really sad, depressing thing. And I used to say it's all sad and depressed. Tragically funny. That's how I would think. But now, I don't know. I think about Buddha. He was a very cheerful guy. A lot of pain. And it's not like he avoided the pain either. I think he did a beautiful job of like letting it release and letting himself feel the pain. Anyways, life has a lot of pain, I'm sure, for you. I can't imagine how much stress it is and how much grief, all that you go through. Fear, I'm sure And I'm here to see you, and you're not alone. A lot of people are in pain. Everyone's a little bit every day. There's pain to go around. But I'm not saying yours is smaller than anyone else's. Just saying, I think we all suffer so that we can connect. I think that's the most, that's why. I don't think I can make a friend that is always telling me how good they have it and have to pretend to be happy all. I mean, it'd be great if they shared their happiness with me too, but I think a true friend, and I think true connection comes being able to be in pain next to someone else who is also in their own. So I'm glad we can do that with each other, you know? His sister, Death King Live says, his sister is so bold. She posed me one time when he was alive. You know what? I was just thinking that. I was thinking maybe you would have somebody in your life that I thought about her too. I was like, oh wow, you guys have been friends for a long time. You probably trust her. Would you not be interested? That's a better. That's softer. I have a face camera, less blue. Were you flattered? Were you shocked? Did you ever consider dating her even a long time ago? I wouldn't. Why don't you see yourself romantically with her? And while you answer that, I am going to go back to talking about some of my stuff. I had a friend we were talking about ED and balding. Anyways, my friend is obsessed with balding. He doesn't want to go bald. But he was making fun of someone that I cared about because they were going bald. And then my friend has ED. So then I was really mad at him. So I was he was like, oh, going bald is so totally demasculates you. And I was fucked up. But I was protecting my friend. It came from a protection place. And I was like, whatever. It's not as bad as men who have ED. So fucked up joke for sure. At least I said it's fucked up. I agree. It's fucked up. There's nothing emasculating about balding or ED. You know, sometimes you have it and it's not a big deal. It doesn't have to be a big deal. Even if you have a smaller, less than average size penis, it's fine. These things do not define us. My vagina is huge. I have, you might not know, Twitch does not know, but period cups are they're just this silicone thing that goes up your vagina. Anyways, I used to wear a regular, and then after I had Rory, my vagina is huge, you know, and whatever, it's fine. I had to buy extra large, and then I bought it, and still when I wear my period cup, when I'm laughing, it will come in and out uncomfortably because the vagina is so big. But I don't even think it defines me, you know, my boobs are smaller too. Men like that, right? Small boobs, big vagina. But it doesn't have to define you. Sorry, sad. Let's go back to your thing. I trust her more than myself. Deaf King Live says, I rejected her because I see her like family. Oh, you laughed at my joke. Thank you. So she's like your sister. Maybe, why don't you try to give her, do you try to date her to see if you might like her? Maybe you just see her as a sister because that's all you've seen her as for so long. But maybe if you tried, maybe you would actually see that she's been, who knows? Oh, so you did try to date her. You know, I think it's kind of a nice thing about dating. You get to learn about yourself. It's not really about finding love. I think the beauty of dating is that you notice what you don't like in people, at least romantically, because you can have a lot of friends, right? You can have a plethora of friends. Everyone can be your friend, but not everyone can be your romantic partner. And there's something about that. So if you're going on a date and you realize, oh, I don't like this guy because all he does is talk about himself, or oh, I like this guy because he's kind of angry. There are things you can learn about yourself because you're dating them. And then you can also see if that attraction is maladaptive, because I had a lot of familiar love toxicity. So I dated a lot of unstable men, and I guess I'm trying to say I wish I could have looked at that. But now that I'm in my 30s, I totally look at that in myself. And hopefully not repeat the past. When I rejected, Death King Live says, when I rejected her, she told me to go on one date. Yes, one time. How was it? And while you type away, and tell me, why did you decide to not continue? See, let's learn about ourselves, or let's learn about you. While you do type away, I will talk about. Ooh, another joke I had. I thought it was funny when it was my husband and I had Rory, and then we make her PB&Js. It's such an iconic childhood snack lunch thing, whatever. So he was making it, and then he started cutting off the crust, and I went on a huge rant after. I was like, American kids are spoiled. How dare you try to cut off the crust of this PB&J? You're just gonna spoil our kids. It's awful. I was like, that's not what I want to do with my kid. And I was like, you leave that crust on. And then after that, I was like, fuck it. She only eats crust. So I was like, yeah, you should continue cutting it so that I can only give her the crust of a PB&J. I don't know why I thought that was really funny at the time. Still think it's kind of funny. Yes, that is my parenthood style. Okay, Death King Live said it was a good date. Oh, it was a date. Good. She take me to her bedroom on the first date. Oh, okay. And did you follow through with that? Did you like it? And there's just so many things. Did you not respect her because she did that? There's all the things. Okay, then I will continue to talk. You chat away. This will just be our thing because there's not enough stimulation. You're typing. It's gonna take a little bit of time, so I'm gonna talk about some of the other things while you type. Oh, I was gonna say. Oh yes, this was a thing I will talk about. She's a good girl. Okay, I mean, I think we always. It's okay. I understand she seems like a worthy woman, very good enough, like she's a good girl. I hear that. And there's something about her that you're not attracted to, and that's okay too. Like, you can honor both the fact that she's worthy and like a great person, and you can't wait for her to find the right person for her, and also say she's not the right person for you. Those two can both be, they're not mutually exclusive. So yes, let me hear why you didn't continue dating her. Okay, anyways, that was on my other thing. I was thinking about how feelings are so not convenient. They're never convenient. If you think about the feelings you have, they're not convenient. Say, your friend does something to you and you're angry about it. That's not a convenient feeling because a part of you will have to either confront them or swallow your feelings. That's not convenient. Okay, say you're working hard but you're tired. That's not a convenient feeling. Feelings are not convenient. That's basically what I'm saying. Sometimes I have feelings about other men, and that's just not convenient because I'm in a monogamous relationship, and monogamy is where we're at. He doesn't want to open it up. I've talked to him about trying to open up our relationship. He don't want to do that, and I'm okay with that because that's where he stands, and I choose to love him, and so we're in monogamy. And I have feelings for other men sometimes because that's just how I am, and I don't know if I was built for monogamy, but you don't learn that until after you've been married for a long time. I digress. Feelings are not convenient, but I also think instead of shaming ourselves for feeling these feelings, feeling tired because we're not machines, feeling attraction towards someone because we're not being faithful to our husband, feeling what's the other one? Angry at your friend because they're what's it called? Because you want to be selfless and like give to your friend, whatever. But I think we should honor those feelings instead of getting upset at ourselves or shaming ourselves for those feelings. I think we should be curious about those feelings. I think that's a much better way to cope with these feelings instead of doing something maladaptive like cheating or whatever, or just chronically working or letting your friend walk all over you. Be curious about where you're feeling. They're always valid. They're the compass you need. They're tiny whispers of things you need. Your friends pushing you around. That's you needing to put up a boundary. You learning that selfishness is not a bad word. You learning that you have needs and wants and desires as well. It can't just be all about them. Working hard endlessly would be about you figuring out that you're worthy as you are and you don't need to work this hard. You figuring out other ways so that you can be more effective without having to burn out, etc. And then it's the same with me and my attraction to other men. It would be, I need to put up some boundaries. That's why I wanted to bring up here. Hi. Thank you for coming and first time chatting, whatever. Anyways, yes, Def King Live. I appreciate that you live in LA. That's cool. I wanted to bring that up anyways. I'll probably never see you in real life. Yes. Maybe if I had one of those events, like when I'm old, like when this blows up a little bit more and and then we go like a coffee shop thing, or I don't know where they do those events at, but and meet and greet with the streamer, that's cool. But most of the times I'm not going to see you because I'm protecting my own marriage. I would never see anyone that I interact with online. I think that would be a great boundary because I care about my husband and I can feel, and I'm not saying I'm attracted to you either. I'm just saying that it happens with people And so I'm just trying to put it out there with anybody. I'm going to protect my marriage by never seeing anyone. Besides, I don't have time for that shit. I have to spend time with my husband and my kid. I don't want to spend time with other people outside when I have the weekends, you know? Like, those weekends are for me and my kid and my husband. So that's where we are. I'm sorry. I wish we could be friends outside of this, but I'm really glad that we could be friends in this as well. That's all I wanted. Okay, we caught my best friend. Okay, we caught by my best friend forgot to lock the door. No way! Your best friend caught you? Ooh, that is rough. Did he get pissed? Oh, no. F King Live says, I have much time. I have problem in my heart. What do you mean you have a problem in your heart? Is it because of all that you've gone through? I mean, if I were you, I think I would have a problem in my heart too. That's all. Oh, do you think you're saying that she's a good girl, but you have problems trying to love people? Is that what you're trying to say? Do you think it's because you have a lot of death in your, so then if you did fall in love with someone, it would hurt even more if they actually pass away? Or are you also worried that if you loved her so much that she would be a target? Death King Live says, I can't so much handle stress. If take, I will die. Oh, that's a lot anyway. Yeah, you have a lot of stress on your hands. I'm sorry. I can't believe you were caught. It seems like there's a little theme here that you get caught. Why don't you lock the door? Oh, she didn't lock. She must have been very excited to get in bed with you. That should be flattering. Why didn't you continue dating her? Is it just because your best friend would have been upset? If it helps, may he rest in peace, but he's dead now after her. Oh, that said, I want to go back to my feeling. Oh, he said, Death King Live says, no, he was happy. I don't know why. Oh, happy? Like walking in on you with his sister? That's crazy. But you still didn't want it. So do you know why? Okay, going back to my thing. So yes, I am, not only that I see that I have this thing where I can be attracted to men, but I want to see why I'm like that. And I want to see how I can cultivate my 11-year relationship so that I can have that spark again. Like, it's nice to banter. It's nice to be admired. It's nice to feel sexy. And like, I think because I've been with my husband for so long, it's really different. And I think we have to find creative ways. So that's me honoring myself, right? That's me saying, okay, I hear my feelings. I hear that I need something with my husband so that there's nuance, so there's novelty, so there's like feeling of newness that we don't have anymore, When you've been together for 11 years, it's like, my God, you have to be creative. I mean, I'm hoping to eventually spend time finding creative ways to feel new again, I'm gonna write down my to-do list. Creative ways to bring back the heat in my 11-year relationship. That's a great thing. I'll do that. That's a to-do list. Okay. If I see you in LA, I will buy you coffee. Oh, thank you. I don't know if you'll ever see me. I live in the suburbs of LA, though. Do you live in LA? Like the city? Yes, I would definitely make, if I have an invite, like an event, I would definitely invite you, for sure. At this moment, I need to work on my relationships. Obviously, there's too much, I don't know. It's messy. Love is messy. I don't think I could ever... I like the fact that I can be honest about this stuff because I think it helps me not cheat. If I had to pretend and not say things I was feeling, I think I would cheat. It's hard. I understand why people cheat. I don't think it's right. I think there's a lot of pain when people cheat, but I understand why people cheat. And that's why I'm putting on the brakes. Okay, what else did I have to say? I think I see you in LA one time. I don't know where. How do you know you saw me in LA? You could have seen any Asian girl who looked like me and thought it was me because maybe I look familiar, but a lot of people look like this in LA. Ooh, I had another one. You don't want to talk about why you didn't like your best friend's sister, huh? I'm just so... That could have been the one, I feel. Yes. You never forget faces, huh? Well, maybe you did. I mean, I used to actually live closer to the city, but now I live in the suburbs. If you ever see me, I would love to, please come up to me and say hi. It would be nice. Let's see. Ooh, I have one. My ex-boyfriend once told me, and this really triggered me, so I remembered it. He told me, it's okay. Let me give you some backstory. So we were college sweethearts, kind of, and we were together for a while, and I broke up with him. I feel like he used... how do I explain this? Okay, so he used to have a best friend. And then he used when they broke up, he used that to like explain away his pain. Like he was in pain, best friend. I didn't see it at the time because, you know, I was his girlfriend, whatever. And then I broke up with him and he did the same thing to me. So like, I think I don't know if he still uses me to explain his pain, to like basically have someone to blame. He did at the time. And then we were drunk once because I was kind of still friendly with him. We still hung out in the same friend. And he yelled at me kind of. He said, "Why do you deserve to be happy?" And I was like, fuck, like, I don't know. I think everyone deserves to be happy. And what does my happiness have to do with you, you know? And I'm sad that you can't find it, and I'm sorry that you blame me for it, and I'm sorry that things didn't work out, and I'm sorry I was a bad girlfriend. To be real, I was not a good girlfriend, and I'll own my part in that. I was not the best girlfriend. I was still learning, you know, I was still young. And anyways, I hope he can find peace. I hope he can find help, and I hope that he can find happiness. Because why do I deserve happiness is such a funny question. Well, everyone deserves happiness. Everyone deserved a better childhood. They didn't get it. Everyone deserves to be happy. Sometimes they don't get it. But I want to say that he deserves it, and I hope he finds it. And my happiness does not have to do with him. If I end up being happy, it has nothing to do with him. He can hopefully focus on his own life and hopefully cultivate his own happiness. It is not about, like, my feelings have nothing to do with him anymore. So anyways, that was my little thing, because it comes back to me. Like, some people do say things like that. I was at a wedding and someone was drunk and they said, "Your life is better than mine." And I was like, maybe it is, but like, and maybe you should do something to help yourself get to a place where you want to, you know, your life is a little better. It doesn't have to be like amazing, but you could do something a little bit every day to make your life better. I don't know if it's like a thing, but people think it's called the sphere of control, something, the circle of control, something like that. But it's like, do you think you're in control of your life? If you do, then you can work at it, right? You see problems, you work at it, whatever. But then some people just like to, or they don't like to, but they were taught or they believe that they're not in control. So then they look at your life and then they get mad or jealous that you have a better life than them. But you can always work on your life to have a better life. It doesn't have to be, you know, maybe you're not as lucky as some people, but also my life is not going to always be lucky. Like, sometimes one day I will get old, I will be like ill, I'm going to die, you know, like, you're not going to like my life then. Sorry. This is just a little rant about people with their, sadness towards happiness. Let's see if I don't. Okay. Oh, Death King Live says, "My ex is happy with my old friend." Oh yes, I take back her post in Mafia World. I had a call. Oh, you had a call now? So you have a call now, so you're going away. I cannot tell. But I'm sorry about your ex. That's tough. It's so big of you to support them, even though they betrayed you. I don't know if I could be as big as you are. But do you feel like, in a way, it was a better thing that he did leave you? Oh, nice. Okay, sorry. I was asking, like, I know it was hard that your ex left you and is happy with your new friend, your old friend, but do you feel like in some ways that relationship wasn't supposed to be anyways, that you're kind of better off without her? I mean, the fact that it doesn't seem like she's very trustworthy, so maybe it's a bad thing for your friend, and maybe it's a good riddance for you, but it's okay if you don't see it like that. I just wonder if you were that invested in the relationship. There must have been holes in it, like something, signs that it wasn't working out the way you wanted it to. How do you feel about it? Like, do you miss her? Or do you think good riddance? Or, yeah. Death King Live says, "I don't care what's going on in my ex's life." Okay, that's good. Do you think you learned anything from that relationship about yourself? About, do you trust your friend anymore? I got all the questions. Wow, Ooh, I have one. Lots of people, I was on YouTube, and they were talking about why it's not okay to talk to your kid about you regretting parents. And I have a thoughts on the subject, because I have in and out regretted parenthood. It's like something that has happened before. It's just a feeling. It's not like, oh my God, like, I never treat my daughter poorly because I regret parenthood. And I would never say I regret having her. I regret how much work it takes to raise her. I didn't know what I was getting into beforehand. I wish I didn't do it during the pandemic. It's like, when you say regret, you need to know more about why they regret it versus like condemning them for their feelings. Plus, why are we condemning people for having feelings? Like, everyone fucking has feelings, you know? Like, fuck it. Like, we regret everything else under the world. Like, we can regret our marriage, we can regret our major, we can regret the college we went to, we can regret, you know, so many things, but we can't regret this thing. No, I'm not like that. So I'm honest with myself. I've embraced the fact that I've regretted And I don't know if I regret it all the time either. As she's getting older, I don't know if I like being a parent. I like who I became. I like having her. I like our relationship. So I don't know if I regret it all the time, but I'm going to be honest about the fact that I regretted it for so long because I did not have any help, and it was not a very easy, it was a very painful, hard journey. So the question is, should you tell your kids that you regret it? I think you will eventually have to. I think you don't have to, but I think if you want to have a good relationship and not have to be false, not have to pretend, I think you should. But not when they're young, because when they're young, they're not going to understand any of that. Like, I never tell my kid that I regret parenting. I just spell it out when I want to talk about it because she can't spell right now. Anyways, but I always tell her that I'm lucky to have her. I'm lucky to have her, and I can regret it at the same time. So those two things are not mutually exclusive, you know? So I tell her those beautiful things. And as she gets older, maybe if she asks me when she's 16 or like when she's 18, I'll make sure she has a therapist. You know, I make sure that if she wants to talk to me over and over about it, I would love to let her absorb it, understand it the way she wants to. Like, maybe she would go through a phase where she's sad about it. But I would chronically tell her that regretting parenthood does not have to do with you all the time. It has to do with how hard it is to raise children in general, how much support we did not have, how much we cared and loved for you that like it took away from my needs and my wants in life. And also, like, you're always enough as you are. Always. So then I think it's okay to tell your kids, because you can't just pretend that parenthood is all amazing all the time. They're gonna know. And I don't want her to think, I want to be the first person to talk to her, because I don't want her to think, she's going to know how I feel sometimes, you know? She sees me. Children know, they feel it. And it sucks that they feel it because you don't want to put that on them. But eventually I would want her to know that it's not because she wasn't lovable. It's because I chose to love her so much that it was painful. That's what I wanted to say. And sometimes it was so painful that I did regret. And that's how I would phrase it. Hopefully, maybe when she's older, she'll be okay with it. But whatever, that's what therapy is for. So, sorry. Let me go back to Death King Live. He says, I see there is nothing in kindness. Everyone called the monster. Are you saying that everyone said she was a monster? Or saying that you're the monster? I control myself to become monster who love to see blood. Ew. Are we talking about your profession now? Or are we talking about your ex? Let me know. This monster thing, are they saying you're the monster? Do you think your profession makes it hard for ex-girlfriend or for any relationship? Oh, yes. Okay, yes. So everyone calls you a monster. How does that feel? Hard? I feel like if it's called me a monster, it'd be hard for me. Yes, Death King is the title name. That is appropriate for you. Do you like who you are or what you do? Yes, and going back to the regret while I'm waiting to type, say it's okay to feel what you feel. I feel a bunch of things. You could feel like you want to throw your kid out of the window. You want to, run away with the milkman. If you want to feel those things, you should honor the fact that you feel them. What's more important is how you behave. Your feelings are your feelings. They don't dictate who you become. But if you actually throw your kid out the window, that's bad. But like, if you feel those things, you can just honor the fact that you feel it, and you feel it for a reason. It's a wake-up call saying, I need more help. I need to sleep more. I need to be able to pee. I need to put boundaries up with my kid because my kid is like, I'm giving too much to my kid. Basically, that's what your feelings are saying. If you behave well, then it doesn't matter that you feel these things. 10 more minutes and then I got to go. Death King, it was such an honor to be with you today. I always enjoy your company. Let's see. I think I said that about and then people who shame people who regret parenthood. It's like, we already regret it, and then we already feel hella bad, so don't make me feel even worse. It's like people who shame depressed people. Like, we don't choose to be depressed. We would love to be happy. We would love to not regret it, okay? But we don't. So can you see us in a more compassionate light, please, society? Okay, done with that. Done with that topic. Like the title, okay. If you like it, then that's good. I don't know how much people I kill in one monster, but you're okay with being, dang, I don't know. I spend a lot of time. It scares me. I'm just scared for my life. I don't know. One day you might flip on me. Is that messed up to think that? Connect. That is a smiley face. Why do you smile at my confession that I'm a little scared of you? I don't want to get on your bad side. I don't want to be someone that ends up, I don't get on your bad side. Or I don't want to get on the bad side of the people that hate you. Or the people that like you. Either way, it seems like you hang out with a dangerous crowd. I don't like my... What can I say about it? I think a lot of people, I think we all have a bad side, a shadow side, right? And I think we all need to learn to do something. I mean, your bad side is kind of worse than my bad side. Not to compare, but like my bad side is that I want to do more for others, and then I get resentful. I think your bad side is killing people, right? You don't like it. No, I don't know if I have a good... I don't want you to love your bad side. I like that you know what? Why don't we honor the fact that you don't like it? The fact that you don't like your bad side. Maybe that tells you something about, yes, I cannot imagine how bad your bad side is. But I'm saying, like, maybe that tells you something. You don't like it, meaning that there's something, you want to do something else, maybe, about your bad side. Is it how you feel or how you act that you don't like when you become the monster? Okay, I had a thing about happiness. Same thing about happiness. Why you deserve to be happy, but this is about your children. Why does my child deserve to be happy when I didn't have a good childhood? Good question. I asked this question when I was pregnant with my child. I was feeling like it's not fair that she childhood, or I can control the fact that I provide a better childhood. I don't think it's fair. And then my therapist said it was not fair. It is not fair that she gets a better. You deserve that childhood and you didn't get it. But that's life, right? So do you want to continue hurting her because you're hurt? And I was like, obviously no. Subconsciously, yes. Obviously no. But I think when I came back to it, I cried and cried for like a week or two that I had a bad childhood. And then I honored that feeling. I gave space to my inner child who had to deal with all that she did. And I don't want that for my kid. Not just because she's my kid and I get to control her childhood, but because, just like my therapist said, everyone deserves a good childhood. So I want to give that to her. So then now sometimes it is bittersweet. I see that she has a better childhood. Not all the time. Most of the time it's healing for my inner child to give that to someone else. But sometimes it's not healing. Sometimes I want to be petty. Sometimes I want to be like, fuck that. Like, how unfair. You know, what happens is, like, I'll see that she had so much more experiences. She's only less than 5. And then I was, like, protected by my mom until I was 18, so she never let me have any experiences. Then things like that would make me feel that pain again. But I don't want to stop giving her the childhood she deserves because I'm hurt. If anything, I need to go back to that child. Oh, I'm going to do it now. And then hug her and tell her it's okay that that was not okay what I went through. I see the pain she was in. So anyways, that's what I would do when thinking about my child getting a childhood that I deserve but didn't get. I think a lot of parents can resonate with that feeling. Yeah. It sucks to have to parent yourself and then parent your kid and then try to parent your parent. Oh, I'm not even there yet. That's next level, like being a bigger person. I'm not there yet. I resent my parents if I would have to parent them. And I do sometimes parent them, but I super resent it. Okay, going back to Death King. We got 3 minutes left. I don't like that. If anyone's listening and enjoyed this live stream, please follow me or like check out my other social medias or check out my book. It's if you guys like romantic fantasy. My social medias are just gonna be this live stream anyway. So if you guys, whatever, it's like, I just wanted to put it out there. It's not different content. It's the same content. But maybe you'll miss a day and then you'll see like different new content. Okay, Death King Live says, every mafia, every country scared from my bad side. Imagine how brutal is my bad side. You know, I mean, you sound like John Wick. You sound like John Wick. It's scary. But yes, I want to talk about this more on Friday if you're going to end up being there, or on Monday. And I want to say, I really want to know how you ended up being. Really do. Ooh, what's Marco? If you send me, well, I'll just look it up. But, oh, I'm not going to watch it because I don't have the time, but I will. It's a movie, right? I will read the summary. Yes, I want to know how you got this way, who introduced you to the mafia, and all the things next time, okay? Actually, I have a couple minutes with you. I am going to read the Marco. It's an Indian neo-noir action thriller. Okay, the plot. Victor, a blind man, witnesses the murder of his close friend Lasum. Despite his blindness, sent a vehicle. Victor's idea cops to suspect that the kiss Russell, who can still will carry out the murder. Tragically, Victor can... I will read this later. I don't want to bore anyone else. I will read it and I'll get back to you. We can talk about it in Discord. Okay, thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me, Def King. I always enjoy it. I will see you next time, all right? And I'll talk to you on Discord. Bye. Let me just chat with you. Bye. See you on Friday and talk to you throughout. Nothing in this. So scary. I don't know. But I'll read it. Sounds good. All right. I'll see you next time. Bye.